Yeah, get over it. Like, and meanwhile,
come on, I'm your brother building a
oh
business.
yeah, you're my brother.
One built a billion-dollar brand. The other turned chaos into currency. Logan Paul has Prime, a global empire in every store and stadium. Jake Paul, he has fame, loud, dangerous, and uncontrollable. Together, the Paul brothers have become symbols of internet stardom, dominating headlines, sparking debates, and grabbing attention. Logan, the older sibling, made his mark first, creating a global empire with Prime. But Jake, the younger brother, didn't just catch up, he transformed chaos into a brand of his own, gaining fame through his loud, fearless persona, and turning controversy into currency. Their rivalry fuels the fire, keeping the public hooked on their every move. Logan's YouTube journey started with daily vlogs and a larger-than-life personality, quickly making him one of the most recognized figures in the YouTube space. Meanwhile, Jake Paul, starting with Disney Channel's Bizaardvark, quickly transitioned into the world of YouTube, using stunts, pranks, and controversy to make his mark. What followed was a whirlwind of viral moments and public attention, leading both brothers down separate paths that would ultimately intertwine in a fierce sibling rivalry. The question remains, who really captured the public's attention? Was it Logan, who laid the foundation, or Jake, who seemed to seize the spotlight in a way no one expected? We'll dive into the evolution of their rivalry, the highs and lows of their careers, and how each brother has navigated fame in a constantly changing social media landscape. Get ready to explore the battle for the spotlight between the Paul brothers and find out who truly took the fame and why it matters. Logan Paul's journey to fame began on Vine, the now-defunct short video platform that became a launching pad for a new wave of content creators. Back in the early 2010s, Vine was where short, snappy videos of 6 seconds ruled the internet. Logan, with his bold personality, off-the-wall humor, and fearless approach, quickly stood out. His comedic sketches, pranks, and exaggerated expressions made him a perfect fit for Vine's unique format. As a result, he amassed millions of followers in a very short amount of time, becoming one of the platform's most well-known creators. Logan's ability to turn ordinary situations into viral moments was nothing short of genius, and his quick rise to fame was undeniable. When Vine shut down in 2017, Logan, like many of his peers, turned to YouTube, where he had already established a small but dedicated fanbase. But it was on YouTube that Logan truly transformed from a Vine star to a global influencer. He didn't just stick to short clips, he created long-form content that gave fans a deeper, more personal look into his life. His daily vlogs, which he uploaded regularly, allowed fans to follow his every move, from his crazy adventures to more intimate moments. Logan's no-filter approach to vlogging made his content feel raw and authentic, allowing him to connect with his audience on a personal level.
Well, that night was pretty wild. I don't know what's happening here, but it's okay. We're just getting started, baby. Today's the real fun. Today is the day where we get to explore, see all the art exhibits, maybe eat some pumpkin.
The formula worked. Within months, his subscriber count skyrocketed, and he was soon in the ranks of YouTube's top creators. But Logan wasn't content with just being a YouTube star. He ventured into mainstream entertainment with ease. He dipped his toes into acting, landing roles in movies like The Thinning, and even began hosting TV shows. His charisma made him a natural in front of the camera, whether he was acting or entertaining a live audience. But perhaps his most impressive move was the creation of his podcast, Impulsive. With co-hosts and guests from various walks of life, Impulsive became a platform where Logan could discuss a wide range of topics and offer his unfiltered thoughts.
They got into a fight
Yeah,
at
they
my
did.
fight,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's been a rough go for him since they walked off the set of Impulsive. It's been a rough go.
Man, it has been. I've seen them getting tossed
It was
around.
a rough go since they were born.
Yeah. And by the way, on that note, my mom was not too happy with how that episode went.
The podcast's success proved Logan's versatility as a creator, branching out beyond YouTube and into multiple entertainment avenues. However, as quickly as Logan rose, he also fell. In December 2017, he was involved in one of the most controversial moments in YouTube history, the Japan forest incident. Logan posted a video showing him and his friends in Japan's Aokigahara forest, often referred to as the suicide forest, where they discovered a dead body. The video, which was meant to be comedic and lighthearted, was seen as incredibly disrespectful and insensitive.
I think there's someone hanging right there. Excuse me? And there's a thing. There's a thing that is now in our lives we just experienced. How our lives unfold. There's no going back. I've seen things I can't unsee.
The backlash was swift and intense. Logan faced criticism from fans, fellow creators, and even the media. YouTube removed Logan's video and placed a temporary suspension on his monetization. Brands quickly distanced themselves from him, and his YouTube career was in jeopardy. This was a turning point. The backlash was so severe that Logan had to confront the darkest side of fame. In the wake of the scandal, Logan took a brief break from social media to reflect and rebuild his image. He publicly apologized, acknowledging his mistake and expressing regret for his actions. Over time, Logan worked hard to regain the trust of his audience, focusing on more meaningful content and using his platform to raise awareness for mental health issues. It was a difficult comeback, but Logan's ability to pivot and learn from his mistakes allowed him to slowly regain his position as a top influencer. His journey of redemption proved that in the world of social media fame, a setback doesn't always mean the end. It's how you come back that truly matters.
You know what I was just thinking about? I would put money on it. I have the nicest feet on social media. Watch this shit catch the sun.
I wish I could catch the glare of your pussy ass.
But what do you mean it's not pussy ass?
I offered.
Bro, I didn't think they'd be shiny for this long. Look.
Jake Paul's rise to fame mirrored his older brother Logan's path, but Jake carved his own niche by leveraging his loud personality, wild pranks, and unapologetic humor. Starting on Vine, Jake quickly gained a following with his bold and brash videos, which transitioned seamlessly to YouTube after Vine's shutdown in 2017. His content, known for pushing boundaries, included outrageous pranks and controversial challenges, which helped him build a massive following.
SpongeBob's stuck in here.
Oh, come on, quit being silly.
I'm not being silly. My friend SpongeBob is stuck in here.
Dad, tell him you're a silly boy.
No, I am not silly. I am passionate about SpongeBob.
Silly or crazy? It's one of the two.
Jake's big breakthrough came when he landed a role in the Disney Channel show Bizaardvark in 2016. While it helped him reach a broader audience, his controversial online behavior clashed with Disney's family-friendly image, leading to his departure in 2017.
Dirk and Kirk, do you have a sister named Smirk?
Who do you work for?
So I take it you do dares too?
I wish.
This only fueled his rebellious persona, increasing his popularity. Jake's career took a massive turn when he entered the world of boxing. His debut match in 2018 against fellow YouTuber Deji marked the start of a new chapter. Victories over more experienced fighters like Tyron Woodley turned Jake into a mainstream figure. His fights were more than just sports events. They were meticulously crafted spectacles full of drama, personal feuds, and self-promotion, blending entertainment with combat sports. Jake's ability to turn boxing into an entertainment spectacle ensured his place in the spotlight, expanding his fame far beyond YouTube. The rivalry between Logan and Jake Paul has captivated millions, shaping their careers and the way they're perceived by the public. While both brothers started their careers on Vine, their paths quickly diverged, with each carving out their own space in the world of entertainment. Logan Paul, the older of the two, initially garnered fame with his energetic comedic videos. He seamlessly transitioned to YouTube, where his daily vlogs made him one of the most prominent creators on the platform. However, his reputation took a massive hit in 2017 after the Japan forest incident. Logan filmed and posted a video of a suicide victim in the Aokigahara forest, an act that was deemed deeply disrespectful. The backlash was swift, and Logan faced intense criticism from fans, brands, and the media. Despite the controversy, Logan managed to rebuild his career, using his podcast Impulsive to connect with his audience on a deeper level, and his involvement in WWE to branch into mainstream entertainment. His ability to learn from past mistakes and reinvent himself has allowed him to remain a relevant figure in the entertainment industry. Jake Paul, the younger sibling, has always been seen as more controversial and rebellious. While Logan had his ups and downs with controversies, Jake's entire career has been built on them. Starting on Vine and later moving to YouTube, Jake quickly became known for his pranks, stunts, and outrageous behavior. He continued his antics on the Disney Channel, where he starred in Bizaardvark. However, he was eventually let go from the show due to his unruly behavior. Instead of facing a career setback, Jake leaned into his controversial persona. He used social media feuds and drama to fuel his fame, constantly staying in the public eye. He eventually turned to boxing, where his fights generated millions in pay-per-view revenue. While some view Jake as a brash troublemaker, his unapologetic approach has garnered him a loyal following, particularly among younger audiences who appreciate his boldness and confidence. Jake Paul made his boxing debut in 2018, starting with a match against fellow YouTuber Deji, where he secured a TKO victory in the 5th round, establishing himself as a legitimate contender in celebrity boxing. His knockout of former NBA player Nate Robinson further cemented his athleticism and media presence. Jake's high-profile fights, especially against former UFC champion Tyron Woodley, brought him significant mainstream attention. The media buzz surrounding these bouts, fueled by Jake's trash-talking and ability to generate hype, added to the spectacle of the events. His fight against Anderson Silva solidified his place in boxing. Despite criticism from purists about the quality of his opponents, Jake's ability to generate millions in pay-per-view revenue and bring attention to boxing, particularly among younger audiences, is undeniable.
Yes, and much more aggressive Silva. This is what you expect. Silva knocked down by Paul.
His self-promotion and confidence have made him one of the most talked about figures in combat sports. Looking ahead, Jake's boxing career holds promise, with potential matchups against established fighters like Floyd Mayweather or Canelo Alvarez. Beyond boxing, Jake's influence in entertainment and brand partnerships continues to grow. However, 2023 marked a significant shift for Jake when he faced Tommy Fury, his first professional boxer. It was a high-stakes, highly publicized event that ended with Jake's first career defeat, losing by split decision.
Daniel Vanderbilt scores it 76-73 to the winner by split decision, Tommy Fury.
The loss created a moment of vulnerability and tension in Jake's boxing narrative, as public doubt and media backlash intensified. The fight served as a turning point, raising questions about Jake's legitimacy as a boxer. In the aftermath, Jake used the loss to fuel a comeback. With new wins and training, he regained his confidence and continued teasing a massive fight to prove his legitimacy in the boxing world. The most shocking development came with the confirmation of a fight with Mike Tyson for 2024/2025. Tyson, the legendary heavyweight, is now 58 years old, but still commands fear and respect in the world of boxing. Critics quickly labeled the fight a cash grab or spectacle, but public interest exploded. The situation became almost surreal. A YouTuber versus a boxing icon.
Tyson requested the 2-minute rounds, wanting to see more action. He just landed the overhand right, testing the beard of Paul early.
And everybody was saying, nice shot by Jake Paul.
Right hand by Paul, that is.
This spectacle raised ethical and legacy questions. Is Jake chasing greatness or just clout? Only time will tell. Meanwhile, Logan Paul took a different path. After the Japan Forest scandal nearly wiped out his career, Logan didn't just apologize, he evolved. In 2022, he launched Prime Hydration with fellow YouTuber KSI, a drink that went viral, landed major deals with the UFC, and flew off shelves worldwide. Prime became more than a product. It became a brand, a flex, a symbol of Logan's rebirth. While Jake chased knockouts in the ring, Logan was quietly building a billion-dollar empire. Add to that his podcast Impulsive, his WWE appearances, and his growing presence in mainstream media, and Logan wasn't just surviving, he was winning. In a world where clout fades fast, Logan Paul figured out how to turn controversy into currency and make it last. The rivalry between Logan and Jake Paul is more than just sibling competition. It's a reflection of the digital age's impact on fame. Both brothers have managed to capture the public's attention through their unique approaches. Jake, with his rebellious and controversial persona, quickly gained traction through social media, boxing, and constant drama. His boldness has made him a standout figure, often outshining his brother in the headlines. Logan, on the other hand, has managed to reinvent himself through business ventures and his podcast, using his earlier controversies to build a new image and expand his brand beyond YouTube. So, who really took the fame? While Jake's rise has been meteoric, Logan's consistency and ability to reinvent himself should not be underestimated. Logan has proven that long-term success comes from adaptability, and his ventures outside of YouTube show that fame can be sustained and grown through diversification. Ultimately, both brothers have capitalized on the power of social media to shape their public image and influence youth culture. In the digital age, the media and public perception can be molded to create new forms of fame, allowing individuals like the Paul brothers to rise to heights once unimaginable.